Hey guys, welcome to Top 5 Niches of the Week, episode 179. Today I've got 5 print-on-demand niches for you to target in the upcoming weeks to increase your sales. I've also got some niches for you not to target because there's quite a few bestsellers that should be on your radar in terms of understanding what they are so that you know to avoid them. So we're going to cover all that in this episode. Let's get to it. All right, let's kick things off with an Amazon merch sales update. In the last 7 days, I made 394 sales. By the way, I sell beyond just Amazon merch, but this is what paced my print-on-demand journey. I prioritize this first and let it trickle down everywhere else. So 394 sales, 317 in the US market. And in the US market, I made $1,282 profit and about $3 a day, $2 to $3 a day on ads on the first of every month, by the way. I do post an update to Instagram where I break down the full month of sales and the ad spend. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. All right, here's the current top 10 on Amazon merch with the big brands filtered out. We've got quite a few things to avoid, honestly, okay? Of the top 10, at least 5 of them are Taylor Swift themed. The one behind me here, definitely a little bit of a play on Taylor Swift lyrics, I believe. Before we get to niche number 1, I actually did just want to kind of elaborate on top 10 and remind you guys of the content policy on Amazon merch. Don't forget, and everybody should be familiar with this, they actually simplified it over time, so it's a little bit easier to understand. Well, it's a little bit more broad and generic too, so they can apply it whenever they want. But it says content related to human tragedies and natural disasters is not allowed. All right, so just a reminder to avoid certain niches that you might be, thinking are popular based on what you see on the news. I would avoid them. I'm also afraid to even mention it because YouTube, the algorithm, you never know what they don't want you to say these days. But hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Also avoid like costumes like M&M costumes, Crayola crayon costumes. Avoid Taylor Swift. Avoid, baseball themed, Red October, anything related to like Philadelphia, Phillies, etc. related to the baseball team. I would not sell, especially on Amazon merch. And if you're wondering, Ryan, can I be successful like without selling these big niches that are, fringe IP infringements? Yes, you can. I actually reveal a few of my designs every week that are selling. If you join my private community, we have multiple live streams a week, and I do show some of my designs there. So that's linked in the description. All right, guys. Niche number 1 this week, though, Dia de los Muertos. So we all know Halloween's coming. It's easy to forget. Dia de los Muertos is November 1st, right? I've seen it say November 1st and 2nd, but keep in mind, like, these are separate search terms for you to optimize on. Like, you might say, but Ryan, isn't this the same as Halloween? Sure. I mean, it's not. I'm not trying to say it is, right? But I'm just saying, like, you might see some Halloween designs indexed on these keywords, but you can submit designs and optimize their SEO for these keywords. That's what I was trying to say, right? So even if there's some crossover in the designs, and obviously the ideal scenario is that you upload one design and it's indexed on all the, high value Halloween related keywords and indexed on Dia de los Muertos. But if you want to make new submissions, like this one may be overlooked and you can optimize specifically for it. And the way my brain kind of works is I might exclude Halloween keywords and try to send a signal to the algorithm, hey, I am just submitting a design for Dia de los Muertos, right? Because the algorithm doesn't understand like the nuance of, but this might also be appealing to Halloween. They're going to see your title, right, with no sales history. You're going to say Dia de los Muertos shirt, and it's going to say, someone typed that in. Let me show your product. Maybe it's relevant, hopefully you get clicked and you get purchased. All right, niche number 2 this week is Veterans Day. So don't forget Veterans Day in, kind of the early half of November, right? A little bit late for Halloween. I mean, if I'm in Amazon merch tier 10, I'm still hitting Halloween, by the way. If I'm in tier 10, that is what I'm saying that you should be in because that's where most of the search volume is, right? I mean, obviously avoid all of the ones that I said to avoid in terms of like Taylor Swift related, the other stuff. Stick to what's safe. So if you're in tier 10, yeah, Halloween's fine in my opinion, but this is for, most people that might be selling on Etsy as well or Amazon merch higher tiers. Veterans Day, don't forget that. Don't overlook that. That is a pretty big holiday. And some of these BSRs are already like really impressive, 36,000, 44,000, 44,000, 45, 47, 53. Okay, so already selling. Niche number 3 this week. Oh, before we get to niche number 3, guys, check out my free print-on-demand mini course delivered to your email inbox, linked in the description. Just need your email address, and my print-on-demand Facebook group, a great way to network with other sellers, also linked in the description. Niche number 3 is Thanksgiving costumes. So we've all heard of Halloween costumes, of course. But what about Thanksgiving costumes, right? It's kind of like how for Christmas too, there's going to be snowman themed t-shirts. There's going to be elf themed costumes, Santa Claus costumes, etc. Do not overlook these, guys. Thanksgiving costumes, you've got the turkey face. The number 1 and number 2 lowest BSRs indexed on these search terms are Daddy Pumpkin and Mama Pumpkin. So there's an idea as well that might be seeing a boost just from it being fall, being Halloween. So there's a couple ideas for you. Also, if you need mock-ups for your Thanksgiving costume designs, check out Placeit. They have just so many mock-ups for all different types of products. This was a simple one. They let me customize my t-shirt color to one that I thought looked good. I actually think the brown shirts look great for the turkey costumes. So check out Placeit. I've got a special code in the description that'll save 15% in case you want to use them. They are the best place for mock-ups. Oh, and here's even more Placeit mock-ups, by the way, for Halloween. This is just me screenshotting like the first ones at the top of the page. All right, niche number 4 this week, Friendsgiving. All right, do not overlook Friendsgiving. Kind of like how I said, hey, it's Halloween. Nobody targets Dia de los Muertos. Well, everybody knows Thanksgiving's coming, but what about Friendsgiving, guys? Do not overlook Friendsgiving. That is also going to see a lot of demand, and there's a whole lot of ways to attack it. One recommendation I would make, though, is if you guys are familiar with the TV show Friends, do not make Friendsgiving designs that are similar to the Friends logo. You can actually see this one right here that I'm pointing to is doing like a it's kind of like a crappy version of the Friends logo, but definitely steer clear of that. All right, and niche number 5 this week is Fibonacci Day. All right, Fibonacci Day, I forget, I don't know why I didn't write it down, but it is in November. It is Thursday, November 23rd. Easily overlooked. But also, I mean, hey, people love their Fibonacci shirts year-round. These are evergreen shirts that will see a spike in November. Those are like my favorite types of niches. So you can already see BSRs, 200,000, 222, 225, 372, 410, and some pretty simple designs. I think there's probably room for improvement in quite a few of these designs. This might be a fun one to see if you can have AI generate a cool design for you. More than just these thin lines. You guys know I like the big, bold designs, so perhaps that. Fibonacci Day, though, I mean, easily overlooked, and, you can make sales year-round and see a boost around a specific time of year. Those are perfect for me. Those are exactly what I'm looking for. All right, emerging trends. These are shirts that are significantly outperforming their 30-day average BSR, so take a look. Some of these, about half of them are actually in that niche that I didn't want to say because I don't want the YouTube algorithm taking an hour to review this video. But I would stay away from that niche, honestly, especially on Amazon merch, personally. Looking ahead, if you want to sell in smaller niches that are at least a month out, we have November 15th, America Recycles Day. November 16th, Button Day. November 16th, also Great American Smokeout. So quit smoking. November 17th, World Peace Day. November 18th, National Adoption Day. And here is the archive. These are designs that were selling well 11 months ago, which will be indicative of some of the best sellers 1 month from today. And what do you know? A bunch of Thanksgiving designs. I think we all could have probably predicted that. So you guys already know what it's going to look like, what the landscape is going to look like 1 month from today, most likely like this. And here are removed designs. These are either removed by the uploader or by Amazon merch. Take a quick peek. These were all removed in the last 2 weeks. All right, guys, and thank you for watching. Quick reminder, my full print-on-demand course is linked in the description. It walks you through how to sell on Amazon, Etsy, Walmart, eBay, Redbubble, basically all of the biggest e-commerce platforms. I don't just sell on Amazon merch, but like I said, that paces how I approach print-on-demand, and then I trickle down and disperse it everywhere else and make as much money as possible. It's how I make 6-figure profits every year without needing outlier success, right? Without needing to be rank 1 in some big niche that generates 50% of my profits. So if you guys are interested, check it out, linked in the description. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.